Hey guys, welcome to our very special look at some of the new info from the early leak in this month's Game Informer regarding Halo Reach. Mr. Sark and I, being possibly the biggest Halo nerds at the office, decided to divulge some of the info straight to you. You know, so you don't have to risk reading illegal material on the internet. Hit it. First and foremost, the game will not repeat, will not follow the book Fall of Reach. This is a new story from an all-new perspective. In Halo Reach, you'll be taking control of a new character, a Spartan 3. That's right, not only are you not playing as the Master Chief, you aren't even from the same genetically modified gene pool. Spartan 3s were developed separately from the Master Chief's crew. They were cheaper to manufacture and therefore a lot more expendable. To find out more about those guys, check out the book Ghost of Onyx. Your squad will consist of 5 other Spartans, most of which are from the Spartan 3 program. From this trailer, we have identified the following. June 266, he's a sniper, in case you couldn't tell. Emil 239, also known as Scully. Kat, the first female Spartan we've met in a Halo game. The one from Dead or Alive 4 doesn't really count. Here we can see she has a mechanical arm, which actually plays into her backstory. George, the only Spartan 2 of the group who happens to be a heavy weapons guy. Carter, the bald guy, who appears to be the leader. And finally, you, Noble 6, the silent playable character similar to that of the Chief, but probably more like the rookie from ODST. On the graphics side, we already know the game is looking good, but technically, things have gotten a lot bigger and better. The new engine can rock over 40 AI on screen at one time, as opposed to Halo 3's 20. Not to mention, an additional 20 vehicles can be in the same area as well. Besides the new Falcon that we've already seen, civilian vehicles are also controllable. So remember those cars in Halo 2, 3, and ODST that you were technically bigger than? Drive them bitches! Speaking of AI, good news if you like your bad guys to speak their own alien language. The Covenant will finally be reverting to the Halo 1 days and speak only their native tongue. Another great addition is that of the Jackal Skirmishers. No longer just snipers or defensive shield types, Jackals will now swarm you in packs of 5, adding a whole new dynamic to an otherwise stale bad guy. That's about it for the general stuff. For the rest of the nitty-gritty, I've asked Mr. Sark to come in and give out some of his thoughts. Sark?
Thanks, Pixel. Alright guys, now I know you've been asking for new gameplay updates in Halo ever since 2, and the good news is that they're here. Now we've been screaming for a sprint function or something to kick the game up a notch, and it's finally happening. You guys remember equipment pickups? Yeah, me neither. Radar jammers and flares, you might remember, were completely useless and were so bad Bungie took them off the online portion of the game. Thankfully, they're fixing all of this. No longer will you waste equipment pickups. This time, they're actual attachments to your armor. For example, you pick up a sprint upgrade and it'll allow you to run for short bursts. Likewise, if you want to use the cloak ability, you just swap that piece of equipment out and voila. Each of these upgrades have a recharge time so people can't overuse them online, and it's going to make things crazy. Another update that I'm happy to see is the return of the health packs. They worked well in ODST, and they're going to work here, I promise. Don't freak out. And on top of all that, your grenade load just got a whole lot simpler, okay? Spike grenades, flame bombs, gone. And that's good because, come on, you really only need a good frag and a plasma anyway, right? How often did you throw a flame bomb online? Never, because it would crash Xbox Live. Anyway, if any of you guys think different, you're a noob. That's right. You heard it right here. I'm Sark and I'm always right. Of course, like any good sequel, we're going to see some new weapons. We've got the one-shot DMR sniper, some updates on old favorites, and even a new Needler rifle. That's going to be awesome. The Needler needs to get pimped. But guns blazing isn't your only option. Oh no, Spartan 3's got a FIVA and the only cure is more knife. Yeah, that was bad. I can't do Christopher Walken, what can I say? But you know what, you can actually assassinate enemies if you stay hidden long enough to give them an Italian necktie. That's where you cut their neck and you pull their tongue out. I don't know if that's actually going to be in the game that detailed, but you get the idea. And finally, everything you MLG pros ever wanted is back. We're talking online, multiplayer, replays, Forge, even co-op for the single-player crowd. I mean, there's no doubt this is going to be a huge way for Bungie to say, hasta luego to the Halo franchise.
Well everyone, that's about it for our first look at the latest info on Halo Reach. I want to give a very special thanks to Mr. Sark for coming on, and thank you, the viewer, for watching. Hopefully you old school Inside Halo fans got a kick out of this. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you again next week. Later.